including Ashton Hurn. Got a plenty of material from Ashton Hurn in my letterbox, a lot attacking Labor, but I'm starting to wonder if this face will have to appear on milk cartons because we can't find her. She does not answer calls.
Well, here on the Flow Morning Show, it's South Australian politics that we take a look at, and it is the election this weekend. We've been going through each of the electorates, and we're at Schubert now, which takes in the Barossa Valley. Ricky Lambert's with me. He actually is a voter in the electorate of Schubert. Ricky, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Wayne. I've got all my election flyers right here that have come in my letterbox, thanks to one candidate in particular.
Okay, lots of flyers are coming in, and the candidates have been nominated. And Bruce Priest from the National Party has taken the time to come into the studio, and I've actually seen that interview, and he's offered a couple of really interesting policies. One is water to come up from, say, Bolivar to be piped up into the Barossa Valley so that it can be used to irrigate up in that part of the world. Some really interesting sound thinking there about reusing water from out of Adelaide and getting it into the regions.
Well, let's be clear, Wayne, first of all, as we start talking about candidates, it's not for a lack of trying when it comes to who we've spoken to at Flow. Bruce Priest, this is the sole flyer I've had from Bruce Priest, but he's come in and sat in this very chair here in the studio. We've sought to contact every other candidate in the seat of Schubert, including Ashton Hurn. Got a plenty of material from Ashton Hurn in my letterbox, a lot attacking Labor, but I'm starting to wonder if this face will have to appear on milk cartons because we can't find her. She does not answer calls, Wayne.
Oh, there might be a missing persons unit that has been sent out to find Ashton. For some reason, and I'm not quite sure why, the contact that we've sought, it seems to be a stage management from the Liberals. Now, maybe they feel that with Stephen Knoll and him retiring from the seat that they're a shoo-in to win it and don't need to maybe have the extra effort that needs to be put in. But why then fill people's mailboxes up with pieces of paper when you have been offered an opportunity to come to a facility in the seat of Schubert and actually talk about your policies and what you stand for and maybe prosecute some of the things that Bruce Priest is actually saying about water coming up from Adelaide?
Well, it's all an attempt, and I think voters hate this stage-managed election campaigning. I'll tell you this now. We interviewed Stephen Wade, the Health Minister. We can get the Health Minister, can't get Ashton Hurn, not unelected candidate at this point in time. But he said there's two sites left, Wayne, for where they're going to decide to put the Barossa Hospital, which they say will be a 24-hour emergency hospital. So plenty of answers we got from Stephen Wade about this hospital. But I'll tell you now, in a local newspaper on Wednesday morning, you'll see an announcement, I believe, about the exact site of where that hospital is, because they're going to try and stage manage this campaign through a local newspaper and not speak with any other media outlets.
It's a really strange conundrum. We've also sought to speak to the Labor candidate. It might be a parachute-in situation, but the parachute still hasn't been pulled.
I'm not sure there's a parachute, Wayne. I think I've just thrown the mirror out of the plane into the seat of Schubert.
I'm taking a guess here, Ricky, that they're somewhere up in the air at the moment over the top of the Barossa Valley in a balloon, a hot air balloon perhaps. But look, it is going to be interesting. We have, as we said, for those electors in Schubert, Bruce Priest is on the record for the Nationals as saying that this is what his policies are. Ashton Hurn's got a lot of flyers. They are not localised ones. Mainly they are really state-hitting ones. So it would appear that we're going to have to, for Schubert, at least for you voting, Ricky, you're going to have to do a lot of your own research.